Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the world of Shadows Over Loathing. In this episode, today we are going to get roped into an industrial sabotage mission. I'm sure it's going to go fine. Now, without further ado, let's jump in. So, alright dude, tell me more about this mission. What's our mission status, Jasper? Viola says she's ready to deal with the guard out front. Gwendolyn's all set to spring the gate. Zinnia's armed and dangerous. Only a little more dangerous than usual, I guess. Oscalusa's confident she can get us into the inner sanctum. Fairness's getaway car is good to go. It's looking pretty good too. There's still a little bit of prep work we could do. Anything I could do to help prepare? Go talk to the others. They'll tell you what they need. They'll probably be cagey about why, despite you being on the team now. But don't push them on it. We take OPSEC real serious around here, and talking about the mission in public is strictly off limits. Right, got it. What's this poster? Association of Anarchists, Rebels, and Pirates. Neat. Alright, so what do we need here? We need the fertilizer. Be seeing you. Is that all we need? You also need something. No, you don't. Oscalusa, I helped you last time. I talked to YouTube. How'd you get the eye patch? Got a bar fight back in 17. Wow, you lost your eye with a bar fight? That's rough. No, I beat up a guy who was wearing an eye patch and took it as a trophy. I wear it because it helps my vertigo. Ah, a woman after my own heart. See you later. Someone tied this car to a hitching post, presumably as a joke. Alright, so we just need to go get the fertilizer. Hop us to the homestead. Get the place you need to go. Across the road, you notice a field of what you're pretty sure is high mana sour gum. You cross the road to get better luck, and the overwhelming smell of mana in the air confirms your suspicions. Pick some of that sour gum. What a great word, sour gum. There's nothing left of this house but charcoal and foundation. Start a cosmetics company. Okay. It's not that kind of foundation. Aww. It took me a minute to realize what it meant by foundation there. Old mail, some of it is junk, and some of it is merely boring. Old insurance company letter. Yellow envelope from an insurance company. Based on your previous experience, you expect it is exactly as confusing as it is boring. You can't open the letter if you don't have a letter opener. The truck isn't as destroyed as the house, but it's still plenty destroyed. Farmer's pants and farmer's gloves. Cool. Cornfields are parched beyond any culinary use. Oil drill is taking a break from despoiling the earth. Trailer? The door on the trailer says, property of Pelco Oil Conglomerate. Keep out. Wall. The glass locker is a blazer. Inside that pocket of the blazer, there's a ring. I guess this guy didn't go as deep as he hoped it would. Look at the book. The logbook is full of meticulous records written in meticulous handwriting. The whole scene is so meticulous that meticulous doesn't even seem like a word anymore. Right, March 5th. Oh boy, it's my first day as a drilling site supervisor, and I can't wait to prove myself. I'm gonna work hard to establish myself as a real up-and-comer, and then once my career is secure, maybe I'll have the confidence to pop the question to Clara. You know, the marriage question. Anyway, the crew has a derrick set up, and we're turning the drill on tomorrow morning. Seems like the former owners of the house have cleared out already. They yelled a lot of angry-sounding foreign words at us yesterday, but they were gone when I got here this morning. I feel kind of bad, but that's progress! Reading. So, we started drilling, and we hit a big air pocket near the surface. Is hit the right word? Can you hit air? Anyway, it's probably just a really random little curve. We lowered a couple guys down with lamps to check it out. In unrelated news, I heard a big explosion from just west of here. I checked the maps of whatever's over there. It's not a Helco facility. I guess I'll just have to read about it in the paper tomorrow. Probably completely unrelated. Turns out the cave we drilled into was an old gold mine. Go figure. When we strike oil, it'll be a black gold mine. I should write that down. Oh wait, I just did. Anyways, we can't find any record of it in the geological surveys, and we can't find the entrance either. I guess it must have caved in years ago. I sent the crew to digging a pumper shaft down. They started in the root cellar of the house, because it's slightly lower than the ground level, and they get paid by the hour, not the foot. Alright, fair enough. Keep breathing. Get me, hold on. Okay. Sorry, blow my nose. Anyways, one of the crewmen was trying to get a closer look at some of the magazines he found hidden in the attic of the house, and the carbide lamp on his helmet suddenly started a fire that torched the whole place. Nobody was hurt, fortunately. What a mark in my record that would have been. After the fire, we went out and cleared a path down to the shaft and put a trapdoor over it to keep the ashes and rubble out of the mine. Alright. That might be worth looking into. Keep reading. New orders from above. Baron Hellstorm wants us to reconnoiter the mine. I guess that makes sense. If there's any gold left in there, then hey, free gold! But every time someone goes exploring away from the ladder, they come back all pale and sickly looking and freak out when they see the sun. You just can't find good help these days. Guess I'll have to do it myself. We can wait until Monday, though. Well, had a real nice weekend. Super relaxing. I really needed that. Went on a date with Clara, and we had a great time. I think maybe she was just hinting about getting married, too. Oh, geez, what am I thinking? This is a company logbook, not my diary. Anyway, this is time for me to go and see what's on in that old mine. Back in the mine, it wasn't so bad down there. I don't get why the crewmen acted so weird. It's nice and dark down there, not all bright like it's up there here all the time. It's really giving me a headache, to be honest. I made some friends down there too, great guys. They really understand me. They really understand me. I think I'll knock off early and go see if Clara's home. I just can't get her rosy pink cheeks out of my mind. That is the last entry. Huh. Well, something suspicious is down there. Asbestos. That's probably nothing to be concerned about. I'm not still wearing the ring that brings down lightning, am I? No. Alright, look for the trapdoor. Clear away some of the burned rubble and fallen masonry, and sure enough, there's a trapdoor in what used to be the floor of a root cellar. You open it to reveal a ladder leading down into the darkness. Oh, cool, a rift. I should probably close that. Is that a slot machine? Well, time to gamble. Blade 6 tombstone. No luck this time. No luck this time. There has to be some gimmick here. Or is it really just gamble away the money? How much money do I have? I have money. Blade, blade, blade! Tombstone skull quarter. No like this time. Tombstone blade 6. 666! Tombstone, tombstone, tombstone! Blade skull plum. Plum, plum, plum! That is a big throbbing coin. Ring of negative energy, maybe a plate or a communion wafer. Well, close it. Goodbye, coin. Alright, one problem solved. No way you're getting through here. You need a bunch of TNT, plus a blasting clap and a detonation plunger. Card is empty, save for a discarded pickaxe. Do we have one already? Neat ore! You will find as much ore as you can with your bare hands. Looks like someone was drunk mining. Oh no. Oh, vampires. Yeah, vampires. Hi! It's been many years since a human interloper has made it our home. Oh, novel. Yeah, that's me. Novel, I mean, not the invader part. Perhaps if you would please, we'll permit you to join our family and live down here in luxury forever. Luxury? Living in the abandoned mine? The vampire gestures behind him, to the rear part of the tunnel. It's actually really nice back there. Huh. The vampire is your guardian interest, though an unsettling percentage of that interest is in your neck. Yeah, I'm aware that my hat is pulsing. Don't worry about it. It just does that sometimes. How exactly is life down here? You guys been trapped here for 11 years? Nearly, yes. We must thank you for clearing the debris that came to block the trapdoor as the foundation of the house further collapsed over time. Gosh, that sounds terrible. Oh, not at all. We are quite friendly. It is quite comfortable down here. Sure, but don't you get bored? But, admittedly, things do get a bit stale in the bedroom. We had to invent a whole new category previously unexplored by sentient species. Yeah, we are real nasty freaks now. Okay, changing the subject. So, what you gonna do now? We definitely got to find some proper food. I'm so tired and sick of these fools. Yes, they're so dry. It's like sucking the blood out of a turnip. Yeah, I think I will leave for now. I could fight them. I don't really want to do that. Should I blow this up? Where am I gonna find all the stuff I need to blow it up? Well, that's fascinating. the old hand mill. Look out! A rolling boulder of sticky crude oil is coming down the hill at terrifyingly slow speed. If you don't get out of the way in the next 3 to 4 hours, you're truck food. Roll it back up the hill. Rolling up your sleeves, you hoist the boulder back up the hill until it's safe and stationary on level ground. The labor puts you in the mind of Sisyphus, and how much better you are than him at this sort of thing. Go me! Hold on, I gotta turn this down. Alright. A vast fallow field. The wind blows, the mill stands still. Oh, hold on. Gotta clear that. Gotta close this. Oh, hoboglyphs! Go 50 paces west. Huh. Shoot. Oh, right, because the compass is weird now. Go 50 paces north. Okay. I'm gonna not use my mouse to go around. Go 50 paces west. Now go 50 paces north. Good job. Now go 25 paces south. I'm confused. North and west are just swapped for no reason. Go 25 paces east. Almost there, 50 paces west. There's a patch of soil that looks recently disturbed. Dig it up. Previously buried cigar box. Woo! Is it full? It's not a loop. We just solved it. We found the end. There's a fence back here that I can paint. It's not your job to paint them. It's starting to feel like your hobby. The work of painting is still soothing. It seems to be over in a second. Inside we go. The clock is stopped. Perhaps in solidarity with the windmill. It hands at 6:07. The windmill is set to make flour, but it hasn't done so for some time. Lumps of the last batch lie in the wooden basin, gathering dust and a real stink. Take a look. However long this ground flour has been sitting here, it's too long. It smells rancid, and it appears to become a new home for bugs. Where is... How much stench armor will I have now? Plenty. The flower's fragrance has two notes, bad and worse. But you've let it in, and once the dank and fetid odor is at home in your nose, it commences to make all sorts of trouble. You'll need a good nasal wash to rid yourself of this olfactory vampire. Check out the bugs. Baker's dozen of long-snouted bugs burrow busily in and out of the flower. They seem hard at work. How far gone must this flower be for it to not only have attracted bugs, but for those bugs who have given themselves a project? do I really want to eat the flower? You gave me the option. It's not good flour. Even if it was, you shouldn't really eat flour on its own. You tear into the old flour with your teeth. It explodes in your mouth, and when you do, something hard and cold slides down your throat. Hard to say what it was. Maybe not something you want in your stomach, but it doesn't matter. It's in there now. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. According to the partially destroyed calendar, today is Burns Night, the annual celebration of life that works and work. The annual celebration of the life and works of 18th century poet Robert Burns. Ah, no, on closer reading, it's just the calendar itself is burned. Oh. Steady winds seep through the empty mill, its old wooden boards bending and bowing in reply. What's wrong with this windmill then, if there's enough wind to make it spin? Something must be the matter then. But what? It's too old? Blade issue? Gun main shaft? Windmill must have bad bones? Probably a solar problem. I'm an astronomy minor. Probably a solar problem. I'm an astronomy minor. Yeah, that's probably it. No, that's not it. Are these bugs everywhere? There's like termites. Or is it just dust? Way up the windmill, the wooden walls keep bowing and the floors keep groaning, but there's something strange. Sounds too regular, too precise. There's a pattern. It feels too dull to have occurred by chance. Tune in. There's peculiar sweep of the wind against the wood. The sound it makes, those aren't noises. They're words. Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, why? Unmistakably a voice, but hollow and shaken. Who are you? Oh, good peddler, I am the living spirit of this old ham mill, though you'd be surely forgiven for thinking it had no life left. Huh. Why'd you call me a peddler? Oh, 'tis many peddlers who frequent this mill, trading for grains and other stuffs. But pardon my assumption, not all those who wander through the ham mill are peddlers. So you are the windmill? Oh yes, and does it shock your sensibilities? Does it shock you very much? No, I've just never met a windmill before. Oh, and I wonder if you have, or trod merely on the embers of Alexandria after Kaiser. What? So anyway, what's your deal? What's wrong with you? Oh, but I cannot bear to spin any longer. It has become unbearable to me. Is it a solar problem? I was an astronomy minor. Nay, the wound cuts deeper than the mechanics. I have been distraught from the moment I read the bad news. What news? Sirrah, I refer to the Pulitzer Board's cynical capitulation to award the prize for drama to Sidney Glut over the great Howley Howell. This thoughtless piggery agitated me so thoroughly I could not even read on to learn if that smut merchant Marnie Marnay won for poetry. Oh. I have no idea what any of that means. Anything I could do? Nay, when the artstar made a joke, so too is life and living. You're so upset about the Pulitzers? 'Tis a world in which the arts are poorly valued is a bare desert, sans life. Why does a windmill care about the Pulitzers? Surely someone must. 'Tis why Troy fell to the barbarians, 'tis not true little appreciation for the arts. And do you think pious Aeneas heeded that lesson when founding the greatest Rome? No. Exactly so. And we are doomed to repeat his mistake now that the Pulitzers have, in the depths of their own perversion, recognized the monstrous Sidney Glout for drama. Were you built out of an old library or something like that? Negative inference! What? Talk of chopped and splintered wood. Talk of axes. How am I to take these violent suggestions, if not as a threat? Well, I'm only trying to understand why you're so interested in literature. Oh, well, I would beg you to choose your words more carefully in the future. But if you are so curious, the answer to your bull in a china shop of a question is yes. You used to be a library. Oh, yes. And that's why you're so into your literature. Yes, you have the right of it. Great, thanks. Pregel. I have to go now. Cool. Who would think to make a windmill out of a library? Someone took the safe over and locked it, bashed its lock in with a hammer. It's not a pretty sight, but the safe knew the risk when it took the job. It'd be a shame if that flower were to combust, as did so dramatically at the Ocean City Baking School. Pry it open. Cover's too thick for you to get any purchase on it. All that flour is really gunking up the cracks. Just crack it? Ironically, this safe cannot be cracked because its lock has been literally cracked into pieces with a hammer. That's not what irony means. Move on! Kick the safe. Ow, my foot! Set it off, say the magic word. Beans. Set it on fire? Well, a windmill safety inspector's report, kept in safe for extra safety, some meat, and strangely a pair of shoes. There's nothing in particular about these boots that make them good for keeping windmills. That's just what they were. Makes you walk like a windmill. A National Flour Standards Committee's report into an old hand mill dated 1923. That's 5 years ago. The National Flour Standards Committee's report is dry flour and technical. It is dry as flour and technical as cyber flour. But one paragraph catches your eye for the proliferation of exclamation marks. All sorts of problems. For one thing, it is illegal to make ham at a mill. Stick to flour, gents! In addition, these jokers are using a clock and as a calendar and a calendar as a clock. The windmill is all mixed up. Cool. Wonder how these boots do. Yep, very silly. There's a lot of reading material here. Must get lonely working at a windmill, or being one. Borders of Brighttown by Evelyn Waincraft Webster. People's History of Skeleton Roads by Boxer Hamilton. Highbrow taste for a windmill. A Union Daughter by Sidney Glout. Not Glout! That's who won the Pulitzer and upset the windmill so terribly. Anna in Two Autumns by Albie Parrish Hatt. Our Founding Maids by Ishidora Curlingway. Whoops! A pamphlet split up from between the books. NFSC Directive 17.2. Looks like a proclamation from something called the National Flour Standards Committee. National Flour Standards Committee Directive 17.2. Stages of flour necrosis. Bakers, nothing in this world is certain, except for taxes and flour death. If flour has gone bad, a quick sniff will tell the tale. 6 months bad, fusty smell. 12 months, musty smell. 24 months, very fusty and musty. 36 months, fetid. 48 months, gamey smell. 49 months, bad and older. Absolute liquefaction. Always remember, better smell than not smell. Ooh. Cool, so I know how bad the flower is. Probably. Question is, how do I benefit from this? Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Appears to smell fetid. Appears to become a new home for bugs. So if it's fetid... 36 months. Over 2 years ago, this flower was abandoned. No way. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. 36 months is... yeah. Wait, no. I need to do my math. 1 year, 2 years. Yeah, that's 3 years. Very bad. Very bad. The flower's gone very bad. I don't really know what to do with this information, so I think I'm going to leave. Alright. Great Valley Orchard. There's something familiar about the long-haired woman on the road who stands waist deep in a puddle of last night's rain. Ah yes, it's that woman you last saw standing waist deep in the swamp bog. But this time she bears no sword. Looks like she's brought you any gifts or you treat at all. For decades the blade of your great aunt was hidden with our family for safekeeping. Now the weapon is yours, but our business is not yet concluded. I remember, I haven't really used the sword much lately though. It is your sword to do with as you will. My family kept it for you in exchange for a boon. I call upon you now to perform it. The fulfillment of your obligation shall come an end to your burdens. I speak, of course, of your swamp keys. Alright, what's the boon? The month nears its end. At this time, with the concerns of our family, turn to our mortgage payments. We ask for your assistance with our next bill. That's it? We are a proud family and do not ask for handouts. Only a little help in exchange for services rendered. 400 meat will suffice. I thought you lived in the water. Yes, but we purchased a brownstone for when we are in the city. Alright, sure. You've acted with honor. You have earned our respect, and I am pleased to bring an end to your swamp geese. She waves a hand, and the geese begin to work its way through your system like trapped wind. Its escape is extremely loud and incredibly rude. You fear the noise will get a fence, and you'll have to do another geese or something. But the woman has already returned to the water. Yay! Goodbye. Oh! We seem to have a lot of worms. Hi, I'm Maggie. Welcome to Grove or Valley Orchard, I guess. Hi, I'm Crabman. You seem to have kind of a worm problem? Yeah, I'm pretty conflicted about it. On the one hand, I'm an anti-capitalist. On the other hand, those worms are really bad for business. Yeah, that's a tough one. Maggie sighs and traps her fingers on the counter. You, have any spare fertilizer? What do you need fertilizer for? Not for me, it's for a guy I know. You don't have to be cagey about it, it's just fertilizer. It's not drugs or pornography or anything. No, it's for someone else, honestly. Uh-huh. Well, I do have plenty. I could give you some in exchange for helping out with those worms. I kind of figured that would be the deal, yeah. I'll do it. Great. I'll unlock the basement. The worms tunneled into it, so you should be able to follow the tunnels to their nest. Your produce stand has a basement? It doesn't even have a roof. The guy who built it was really into basements. Roofs, not so much. I didn't have the heart to insist. I see. Where is it? Behind this pile of cylinder blocks. Help me move them out of the way so you can use it. Alright. The two of you shift the pile of cylinder blocks, and Maggie unlocks a trapdoor. There you go. By the way, watch out for Maraschino down there. Who's Maraschino? Our cat. She's our last line of defense against the worms. Kind of also our first line. Not very effective. It's kind of hard to explain communal labor practices to a cat. Alright. Whatever this machine does, it isn't doing anything right now. She appears to be missing a part. A worm gear, by the looks of it. I don't have a worm gear. Bunch of bags of fertilizer. More than anyone would use in a lifetime, assuming they only need a bag for every 4 or 5 years. We'll grab a bag on our way out. Big enough to crawl through. Tunnels clogged with nasty smelling growed worm offal. Oh. Oh. Gross. Only Blade gets the coin. I need to get cleaning all this off. Please hope it makes you feel better. Ah, that's better. There's only one tunnel that's big enough for me to go through. Oh, look at all these veins. No, a light enough splunker could squeeze through this opening. That's me! Some grow worms are in your way. Let's go through this hole. Deploy the secretions. Whee! Not sure what this is, but it reeks of worm flesh. Yay! More growed worm stuff. Do the goo. Goo for everyone! Of course. Of course there's a big shadow rift. There's a big worm here too. Alright, into the rift. I'm playing Fruit Ninja? I'm playing Fruit Ninja. Oh, a shadow apple. Too bad I can't grab that. Carefully roll the weird energy up with the pliers until it's completely gone. Completely gone. Please tell me that's a typo. Imagine opening a can of sardines, but it's like the opposite of that. This is a very large worm. Even I wasn't expecting it to be this big. Ooh, a worm gear. Whee! Alright, let's go see what we can do with this device. Oh hey, a cat! She must not like the horrible worm stench you've acquired. Fair enough. Install the part. Machine is busily producing low-frequency thumps. Is this the thumper from Dune? Well, the thumper in Dune attracts worms, but this seems to have the opposite effect. The worms are all gone now. Riches below. You dig through the pile of rocks and claim yourself the aforementioned riches. Pile of silver bars. You're not sure if this is enough silver bars to count as a trove, but at least it's a heap. A worm pellet. Nasty little sack formed around some undigestible material. Slice open the worm pellet and empty its contents in your hand. A screwdriver! You're sure these 3 items represent some compelling environmental storytelling, but you can't make heads nor tails of what it all might mean. Oh well. You can't take more than 5 damage at once. Ooh, that's neat. Bottle cap ring, bottle cap ring, bottle cap ring, bottle cap ring. Alright, we got rid of all the worms. And I still smell like worms, so I should... I dealt with the worms. Indeed. Help yourself to a fertilizer down there if you didn't already. Let me throw in a little bonus. We experimented with preserving our cherries in jars, but nobody bought them. Probably because nobody wanted 5 gallons of them all at once. 5-gallon cherries. Take this. Huh. Maraschino cherries? Yeah, we named them after the cat. Thanks. This is slightly more maraschino cherries that were recently found in Lenin's colon. Oh. It's a little weird. You know, it's a little weird that we got through this whole deal without ever referencing The Cherry Orchard by Anton Chekhov. Yeah, I guess. I never read it, though. Me neither. So I don't know how I know about it. Can I buy some cherries? It's not cherry season. When's cherry season? Who's to say? What season is it now, even? I think it's canonically October? Definitely not cherry season, then. Alright, bye, Maggie. Somebody has attached a very small, very bad house to this truck. There's no way this house contains anything of use to a non-hippie. Alright, fair enough. Last cherries of the season! Cryptobotanist! Pick the cherries, but they immediately dissolve into spooky mist. Ah! It's actually not that scary. You collect the mist. Aw, I wanted the cherries. But instead I got mist. Alright, go to the feed store. Just off the road, you see a little path that leads down to an old stone well. Here at the top of the path, there's a sign that just reads, "Don't." Next to that is another sign with a skull and crossbones on it. Next to that, there's a post with a hook on it, and a rusty fire extinguisher hanging from the hook. So, that's a little unusual. Location unlocked. The beep hole. Wow, it is hot here. I'm gonna read a book real quick. Alright. Do not throw anything that starts with an H down this well. A smoldering crailstay bush. I'll get some plastic resin. Head off in search of an eye hole? No. You're not going to let that sign tell you what to do, can you? Fish with a hot rod! Liquid fire. There's some extra... No. Deals 5 hot damage to all enemies and sets them on fire. Throw something in the well. Hand washing gasoline. Holy water. You lower the high and fill of holy water. Nothing happens for a few minutes, so you pull the water bucket back up. Whoever's down there must not be interested in that particular item. Hot pouch? You load the hot pouch in the well. When it comes back, it has been caramelized into a delicious cake. That's what cake is, by the way. Caramelized bread. Devil's food cake. The cake imbued with the power of Satan and the protein of 3 large eggs. Fill the bucket with ichor and lower it into the well. When you fill it back up, the ichor has liquefied and gotten really hot. Also, somebody down there apparently put it in a little bottle for you. Not sure whose blood this was, but they're probably glad it was removed before it was boiled. What happens if I throw in the amethyst armband? You toss the armband into the bucket and lower it down. It is more on fire than it was before. With this on, you'll never need a cigarette lighter again. Of course, you'll also burn the cigarette out of your hand before you can smoke it, but that's just a detail. Alright, that's cool. Do I want to set all my amethyst stuff on fire? Generate 3 HP per round. What do the amethyst earrings do? I'm looking at them. What's the other amethyst stuff? Amethyst choker? +1 muscle. It's just on fire now. Playing with this earrings. Duck leg. You pull it up, all the meat has been scorched off of it. Bone with a very hot leg. Deals your mysticality plus 6 hot damage and causes 2 on fire. Yeah, that makes sense. Duck call? You put the duck call in the well. When you pull it back up, it's somehow worse than it was before. Deals spooky damage, causes bleeding, both equal to your mysticality. Oh! Ooh. What's the human liver being? Increase your muscle maximum HP by 11 until you eat something in it. Human being liver. One hand, it's a human liver, so you shouldn't eat it. On the other hand, the human it came from didn't have an actual human brain. So, is it really that different than eating the liver of someone who's slightly dumber than usual? Must not be interested. Okay, never mind. Alright, I've had my fun here. I don't want to throw my corn on the cob in there. So instead, where is the thing? The cursed haunted duck call. A gang of elven creatures rushes you on the dirt road and show you a picture of a provocative flipbook that you guess they've drawn themselves? There's some nasty pictures in there. Oh no. Make it even more provocative. With a waggle of the brow, you pull out a pen and add a couple of nauseating details to the narrative presented in the flipbook. The elves pore over the new pages together and all at once burst into tears. Good job? I made life worse for everyone involved. Oh. I didn't actually grab the fertilizer. Most of the engine's gone. The doors to the glove box. Well, I'll stick a bag of fertilizer. And now we're good. You see me a stash of bank dumps over the boat tree. Don't tell Marv I want to cut that dumb Luca out of the deal. Ah, this one. Any luck with that fertilizer? Here you go. This'll be plenty. Thanks for your help. I probably ought to get back to my garden, but maybe one more game first. Still got plenty of time. Good luck. Hila says she's ready. There's the guard up front. Wendlin's all set to spring the gate. Xenia's armed and dangerous. A little more dangerous than usual. Osculus is confident she can get us into the inner sanctum. Grover's got Betty ready to blow. Farina says the getaway car is good to go. I guess we're as ready as we're gonna be. Let's do this. Here goes nothing. I mean, here goes everything. You kids are in your enthusiasm. Don't get so fired up you burned yourself up. Whatever, let's go. Jasper assembles a team and makes sure you know everybody. Well, what about the cat? What about her? What's her name? Isn't she coming with us? It's Abby, and she came with the store. We couldn't get her to leave if we wanted to. She's fierce and independent. Don't worry about her. Cat looks up and meows in agreement. Alright, sounds good. Let's go. Osculus is diligently propping up this floodlight. Gwendolyn is doing some last-minute fiddling with this machine. Grover sits, waiting for his time to shine. Viola is leaning at the trunk of the limo, looking cool and sultry. In a sense, those words are opposites, but you probably get what I mean. Xenia is ready for action. Jasper is keeping an eye on the road. Farina is next up to souped-up limbo, beaming with pride. Just because you can leave in the middle of the heist doesn't mean you should. There's a guard patrolling the front of the fort. Let Eola hand it. Let Eola hand it over. Eola sashays up to the guard, holding a glass of milk. Hello, handsome. Couldn't help but notice all the hard work you're doing, keeping this place safe from intruders. It's my job. Yes, ma'am. And you're doing such a good job, too, darling. I was just saying to myself, here's a handsome young man who must be so thirsty after all that walking. I simply must bring him a little pick-me-up. Oh, that's very kind of you. I could use a glass of milk. The guard drinks some milk and instantly passes out. Yellow shoots you a wink as she strolls back to the car. Go get him, Tiger. What did you put in that milk? Gwendolyn is messing with the gate controls. Give me a hand with this, will ya? Is it going to have all the fingers on until afterwards? Yeah, no worries, kid. The little gizmo I've been taken with is going to do all the heavy lifting. Just need you to hold the panel open. 9 sleeves and 9 muxie. Or I can just hold the panel open, like he asked. Gwendolyn slots his little gadget into the control box and casually flips the switch on the back. It makes a little whirring sound, which becomes a loud whirring as it engages the control gears and the gate slides open. Gwendolyn looks extremely satisfied. Nice! Let's get in. Pulvers, vulgar, crude, unrefined, refined, classy, and then they stopped labeling everything after this. Grover's moment is approaching. Zinni is ready for action. Jasper is studying the bunker door. Pretty big safe. Keys in here must be real important. Osculus pulls out her meteor shard and carefully rotates it into just the right position to create a small wormhole. The other side of that wormhole should be inside the safe. I just need you to reach in through and unlock it from the inside. Is that safe? Can't you do it yourself? I just have to hold the shard in the right position so the hole doesn't close and slice your arm off. So no, it isn't safe. But also no, I can't do it myself. Fine. Reach in and wiggle the bits of the safe mechanism until you hear a latch click open. Then pull your arm out of the hole to relieved. Whew! The safe opens to reveal a single key inside, which makes the word keys on the outside a real exaggeration. And now that you've grabbed the key, it's just a lie. Key to the oil baron's bunker. Got the key. That's my bit done. I'm heading back to the car. Good luck. Refinery workers' pants! from the memos and so forth, you gather that Spare and Hellstorm is personal desk. Pretty much all that is in it is business-related papers. Except for a weird leather pouch. Weird leather pouch. A leather pouch with a weird silky glyph stumped from the flap. You found it at the desk at the Hellco refinery. We'll check it out later. Grover's moment is approaching. Zenny is ready for action. Alright. Unlock it. In we go. Grover's moment has finally arrived. Is it a bomb? Ain't she a beaut? She's as big as heck. Don't worry, it's a shaped charge. Pretty much all the blast will just go straight into that wall. Pretty much? Were you planning on standing right next to it? Can't recommend that in any case. Go ahead and light the fuse whenever you're ready. Alright. Let's go! Nice job, Grover. Grover sits and admires his handiwork. He'll head back to the car soon. Great job, Grover. Oh! Nasty stuff going on here. Unfortunately, this is as far as my plan goes. I think you might have to figure something out on your own here. Xenia is ready for action. Triple Place just keeps going as far as you can see. Oh, all these shadow stuff is good. Nasty looking. The guy from your dream doesn't look like he wants to be interrupted. Interrupt him, nevertheless. Who in tarnation are you? You're about to the end of this sentence before I kill you deader than most people are aware of as possible, bucko. ERC Inspector, sir. What? I ain't got one of those. I mean, Energy Regularity Commission. Well, we ain't got one of those neither. And if we did, I'd be in charge of it. I'm referring to the actual federal government, sir, not whatever your inexplicable situation is. Bah! Coolidge could go suck a rattlesnake. Be it as it may, I'm here to inspect your huge mad science contraption. Get away from that console, varmint! Inspecting. You give the main console a thorough inspection while muttering a lot of made-up nonsense science words. Well, sir, it seems you got yourself a real problem here. What in blazes are you talking about? Someone's yanked a bunch of wires and cables out of this thing, and also punched a lot of buttons at random. You what? I cannot confirm or deny that it was me. The machine starts to vibrate intensely and smoke pours out of the vents. This is clearly not up to code. Why, you darn... The damn fool sidewinded. Brandon looks about ready to beat you to death, but a nearby exhaust fan explodes, and a spinning fan blades slice off the top of his hat. He therefore chooses to turn and run away instead. Come on, we gotta get out of here. The whole place is blowing up. The front panel of the machine blows off, and what looks like an old farmer's sickle flies out of it and clatters to the floor. Deals your Moxie plus 13 spooky damage. I wish I hadn't put all that stuff on the cob I just found her. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Head back outside. Friend Rena is turning it to a souped up limo. Let's go! Well, everybody, that went about better than I could have expected. Just goes to show how the old crew still has some life. Clearly, I gotta hand over to our new member, Crapman. Couldn't have done it without you, kid. Ah, shucks, it was nonsense. Nonsense! It deserved one hell of a reward after what you've done today. Unfortunately, most of our money is tied up in their savings bonds, so you'll have to settle for my cool shades. Woo! Thanks! These sunglasses are cool both because they're stylish and because they're association with cool crimes. Now, it's time for us to get back to our retirement. I got a shuffleboard game in about 20 minutes. See you all around. He only gives you a big hug, and everyone else leaves with a wave. Let's do it again sometime! Why were we here again? Jasper's anarchy planning his desk. Look through the stuff on it. There are diagrams of detailed diagrams of refinery. Wonder where he got those. Destroying authority with music. Grant a combat skill, drum attack. Your next Moxie attack deals double damage. Take the cursed sickle back to Jessica at the antique store. Oh, the sickle is the thing that we got. Oh, yeah, it's cursed. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's go see how it looks after we uncurse it. Ocean City. Found the sickle. There's a bad implication about this whole situation with the shadow monsters and the government. Not that there weren't already, but this is turning out to be a pretty big bite to chew. That's disquieting, but it fits with the readings we've been getting from the Detectotron. What kind of readings? Get some sleep and I'll tell you about it in the morning. I want to look some stuff up first. Get some sleep, she says. Here's a big old cliffhanger, she says. Not the two most compatible ideas. Message from Rufus. Hi, I'd like to order a pizza to go and no anchovies. Sorry, I must have had the wrong Wait, Rufus? Oh, hi, Crapman. Can you come by to the lab? I've nearly finished my quantum communication device, but I just need a couple more things. Alright, I'll swing by when I can. Alright, see you then. Hey, Charles. Thanks for the rescue again, Crapman. I've been corned beef hash with side of eggs if you hadn't showed up. It was nothing, Charles. I basically just followed your wrenches. Here's your wrenches back, by the way. Oh, shoot! I didn't give them back. Knew these maybe would come in handy for something someday. Don't you use them for, like, wrenching? Well, the 7/8, yeah. The 255 or 256? Not so much. Anything I can help you with? Ask about the bandages. Did Murray leave a crate of antique bandages in the back somewhere? Yep. How'd you know that? Long story. Anyway, it's a pretty short story, but it's one that makes me sound insane. Can I have them? Sure thing. Okay, let's go deliver these cherries real quick. Hey Dan, what's shaking? I found some ice. Cool, baby. I found some bitters. Bitters, how sweet it is, baby. And I also found some cherries. This'll be the cherry on top. Miss Callie and Moxie. How about a garnish? 3 extra XP. Dash of bitters. Dash of bitters. And a cherry. Absinthe and vermouth, the dash of bitters coming right up. Fancy cocktail. Woo! Alright, let's put this in the machine. Oh yeah! My duck call, I guess, is cursed now. You submit the wrench and the writhing sickle into the machine. Handle first, as custody and polite. The curve of your blade cups your palm, licks at your skin. You shudder. The shadow cast by this thing is long, and it's yawning you feel in spanning the universe. This one is different. This is deep magic. There's something about this sickle. What was it used for, perhaps? With your eyes closed, you can almost see it. Long stalks of wheat drifting up the blue moon. The cornfolk, in a burned circle, dancing, strapped up to the waist. Up! The cycle is up the air! Oh, you're going to see it. You're going to see the mystery. Honk! The machine snorts out the the curse up into its singular domed nostril. That's a good clean sickle now, ready for reaping. In the chair, you think you hear a changing and stomp of dancing feet. The curse of the sickle awaits in the machine, and it's preparing for something. Deals your muscle plus 6 physical damage and causes bleeding. Alright, face it. Should have known the cursed sickle was too good. Not that way, nothing for miles. Nick? 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 Ah, hell. Nick was supposed to stay with the car! Damn it, Nick! You just had to stay with the car! One job! Road's map where you left it. Nick sure ain't. Take the map. You got it for whatever it's going to get you. The field is so far away from anything. You have not like kick Nick to leave his keys in the ignition. This thing ain't going anywhere on 4 flats. Engine's fried too. Nick was standing by the trunk a second ago. Nick, I swear you better not be in there. Just a spare tire and a copy of the Terminator on tape. Woo! Watch the Terminator. Get real. Aw, close trunk without watching the Terminator. I should watch the Terminator. Last and only house on this road. Hi, anyone home? Need help? Y'all saw that, right? It's locked. Ah! Do you know what this is? Ah! A certain forge-bound golem smithed this blade for me. I asked him to make a weapon that could kill even you. Am I famously hard to kill? I can find you now wherever you go, Crackman, and I will cut you 1,000 times until you are dead. That's not my name. You're looking for someone else. Die now. When you wake, you will see me again. I don't know what you're talking about. Run. What? Oh, no. Oh, no. What's your deal? I fear, Kyle, that the Dylan of the day is murder. I think I just got murdered by a scarecrow. There's bad rot in the woods today. I cannot say whence it came. Me neither, I guess. It's this again. Ill wind blows in the wood for little girls. You mean me? I'm 19 years old. And if thou were felled, we might count thy rings. But this is not a threat, I assure thee. I don't even understand. Speaking to me of not, for I know nothing of murder. Must be nice. Thank I was just murdered by a scarecrow. I do not wish to be troubled by such thoughts of murder. I will speculate on the subject no longer. Okay then, thanks so much. We're back in the first mystery. Aye! And now we're here. Look, I'm a conservative gentleman. I like my hand playing and classify as in church law. When it comes to winning baseball games, I'll try anything. Even putting someone who's wandered into the dugout during play. What do you say, Wit? I'm in, coach. That is your first step to take it back. And because it's your first game, that's yours to keep. I wonder if this could do some damage to that scarecrow. Whatever you do with that bat on your own time is your own business. Right now, I need you to get out there and win this damn game. Yes, coach. Oh, he just came up from above. This is bizarre. And now we're here. Hey, cat. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, behave. Get away from me. There's a dinosaur. Howdy there, stranger. Welcome to the store. Though I reckon ain't much here to interest to a nice guy like yourself. We only sell dusty books and sorts. Nothing really exciting going on here, man. Can you help me with a scarecrow that wants to kill me? That's a tough one, sure enough. Can't rightly say I know what about to do without them, ma'am. You gotta understand us, cowboys. We're a down breed. We only know one way, and that's the way of the West. All these new technologies and the sciences that are coming in, hell, Oh, I reckon the world's fixing to put the old cowboy out to pasture. West is north now. Say that again? What's what now? They changed west to north decades ago. Ah, jeez, man. Why'd you have to go and say a thing like that? You okay? Really ain't no place for the old cowboy no more, huh? Can I... Guess not. Oh, God. No! And now we're here. Huh? Oh, God, I don't know. Oh, no. Sick axe, by the way. Bye. Having some trouble with our language, I see. Oh, hello. Agi and Grimhold have but one tongue between them. Two, if you count their fists. But I like to make sure I am understood by all I meet. Words, not axes. Oh, there's a scarecrow trying to kill me. I do not pretend to have an answer for everything that happens in the world, my friend. Some things I believe happen for a reason. Not me being murdered, though. Ah, but is it murder or self-defense? What do you know? Oh, not so much. As I said, I do not pretend to have an answer for everything. I gotta go. Hey, barbarian. Eve, what tribe do you hail? Alpha, Omicron, Pi. My tribe is the road. Oh, my dad's folks are Irish. What brings you to these parts? Getting chased by a killer scarecrow. That is a wild part of the world indeed, but do not fear, civilization is coming. Did I get rid of the scarecrow? I'll certainly civilize him. Anything civilization can do for me now? With respect to the scarecrow issue, no, I wouldn't recommend simply waiting. It is better if colonization is done as holistically as possible, and not in ad hoc or piecemeal fashion. You're no help. Bye. Ah, crow! What's this guy's problem? There not be blood on the seat. Break the door with a baseball bat! Hello, Big Crow! This is my hiding place. Find your own. You fool! Okay, I help you. There's a scarecrow trying to kill me. Isn't that interesting? Killing the loose and a murder in this train. Hardly coincidence, would you agree? No, I don't think it is. Seems to me that the great detective ought to be chasing the killers that are already out there, rather than harassing innocent bystanders. Wouldn't you agree? I would. Boy, I'd like to build a machine that'd make the detective see sense. But I'm a wheels man, miss. That's my bag, and I'll die in it. Cars, trucks, all that good stuff. Well, anyway, best of luck to you. And also with you. Please return to your seat, miss. There's no reason to be concerned here. All will be well as soon as our great detective realizes the power he has. His great powers of deduction, and observation, and uses them. When will that be? Soon, soon. Okay, I guess. More questions? I've already told the detective everything I know. I cannot stand any more delays. I'm traveling with 19 suitcases of exotic rubber to make new and exciting wheels at the factory. Oh, don't let me keep you. At the 11th hour, a new suspect enters the picture. Where were you, madam, at the time of the professor's murder? I've got no idea. Probably being chased by a scarecrow with a sickle. As an alibi, I'm most preposterous. I must insist that you remain in this train car until the case is solved. You're the boss. Sick of me already, you goon. Oh no. Eve? Got me. Sick X. Well, there's gotta be something I gotta do here. I'm back in the train car. Yeah, I'd love to return to my seat. This is exhausting. Some people might have time to flee across reality from a sickle-wielding scarecrow, but you don't. You haven't even had lunch. Can I fix the car? On what little time I have? And I'm back in the cornfields. Well, where are you, Scarecrow? Aren't you looking for me? No? I can't taunt the Scarecrow while I'm in here. Some creepy music we've got here. Here we go again. None of these people have anything interesting to say, and I can't leave or sit down. Is there something I can interact with? Anything? Oh, now I'm back here. Why is there a dinosaur? Open the door, eat cat, help. Can I help you with something? Naturally. Welcome, patron, for this establishment is indeed the antique store, and I, its proprietress. Being such, I can assume the establishment and its personnel are put to no other purpose than safe and legal trade of antique goods. There's a scarecrow trying to kill me. A scarecrow? Why would that be an unwelcome assailant and a vexing predicament? But how can I be of assistance, being as I am an antique store proprietress and not a farmer or agriculturalist? Okay, never mind. Apologies, etc. How may I be subject to this the fine afternoon? Hello. I think I took a wrong turn. Quite the contrary, you and I were always fated to meet. Who are you? I am the end of time itself. Do you know why we have met? Is my watch wrong? What is the reading? It's 10:21:05. That was the actual time on my computer. Is that right? Sufficient translation of time in terms you can comprehend. Oh, wow, that's great. The time talk has ended. You are pursued by a creature whose blade curves the very flesh of reality itself. You must decide how you are to kill it. How am I supposed to do that? Sickle is a powerful blade. What I ask you, what is the one weapon that cannot be bested? Submarine, flamethrower, hate, time, rock, huge rock, rock and roll. Is it time? Quite so, and also would have accepted entropy. The sickle was a powerful blade for its time. Time, like all tools, was made obsolete in successive generations. While the scarecrow wields that sickle, he can only be defeated by a more advanced equivalent. Do you follow? So, I need a gun. What tool replaced the sickle? The lawnmower. Precisely so. You must build a lawnmower. And how do I do that? Oh no! Alright, well, I gotta figure out how to build a lawnmower. Any idea where I can get a lawnmower? No, I regret I'm unfamiliar with this man. How about a thing that cuts grass? A thing that cuts... No, I'm unfamiliar with this man. You're useless. Bye-bye. You don't know what a lawnmower is, do you? Fair lady, forgive me, but I cannot answer this question. The first rule of warfare is that you must never admit to anything. Alright. Stick axe. Can you borrow it? No. Know where I can get a lawnmower? There's already been violence in the wood today. Nay. So lawnmowers around here? And now I'm back here. Now I'm back here. Fire. Fire. Woo! Couldn't help you over here muttering about wheels. Information is commercially sensitive. You must forget you heard it. Could you help me make a lawnmower? You mistake me for a mechanic. I'm an automotive executive. Oh, it's true, there was a time you could find me in the garage, greased up and elbow deep in the guts of a jalopy, like my father when he helped cows give birth. Lawnmower, can you help me or not? No, my company doesn't make those. Can you make a lawnmower? I can make anything with wheels. So, yes. Oh, sure. Will you make a lawnmower? I'd love to, miss. Wheel and axe are my bag. But I've got a problem. See the detective finger and mustache at the end of the car? Yes. That washed up gumshoes got it in his head that I did something I didn't even do. A murder! Can you believe it? Murder's not my bag, miss. My bag is wheel and axle machines. And I've already told you, it's pretty unlikely that someone would have both wheel and axle machines and murder in one bag. Wouldn't you agree? Get to the point. I'd love to make you a lawnmower. But I can't do anything while the man over there is investigating me for murder. I'll see what I can do. How's this case going? Slowly but surely, I'm putting together the string that'll lead me through this labyrinth of lies to the murdering minotaur at the center. What with the murderer doesn't realize is that the string I'm making for him, or her, is a noose. So good? There's nothing good about murder, madam. You look tired. Want to take a break? Be sensible, madam. This is a common criminal logs and lusts for what they call a distracted detective. The critical moment in which I allow my guard to slip. It must never happen. It cannot happen. Maybe this wasn't even a murder. What do you suggest? Natural causes? An accident? Or an act of God? Yeah, like any of those. Whichever one you think. I think this is just one of those passengers would like us to believe. Question is, which one? None. I think none. Boring! This case is boring! Some respect for the dead, please. But I admit, this is a routine case. It certainly does not tax the gray cells as thoroughly as certain past adventures. Such as last year's locked room mystery, in which a locked room was murdered. A locked room was murdered. But there is nothing a murderer should fear more than a bored detective, for as certainly as the sun sets in the morn, so shall he bring all truths to light. I reckon there's more interesting murders you could solve. Assuredly so, but one that could happen here, now in this train car? An unlikely protest, I think. Please, you have bothered me enough. Allow me to conclude this investigation, and then perhaps I shall turn my mind to your more interesting murders. You're making a mistake! Uh-oh. Do I have to die in front of him? Good choke to anything. I tried it, now I'm certain. I've done fielding players who aren't on the team and don't have any baseball experience. You can keep the bat. Good luck with any and all non-baseball dreams. Thanks, I'm really inspired. Don't look at me, man. I'm a numbers man. A team accountant. I don't know from my baseball hardly at all. You know, can you help me with that scarecrow that's trying to kill me? Don't know. That doesn't sound much like numbers. No, more of a scarecrow trying to kill me. Way over my head, then. Sorry, miss. Best of luck with your career. So why am I here? To get you too? Ouch. Yeah, here we are again. There's nothing here to look at. I ain't sore, I'm laughing. Hey, cat. The new dial is not presently in operation. Put the phone in your pocket. Yep, time is gone. I ain't afraid of nothing. Best of luck with your career. Over here, pal! Where am I supposed to go where? Uh-oh. Okay, maybe I have to taunt in front of the dude to realize I'm being murdered. Where are you, sleeping? Could you help me make a lawnmower? The company doesn't make those. That's not possible. I saw you die. Weird, huh? How could this happen? How could a person die and return to life? I am pursued by a creature whose blade carves the flesh of reality itself. You figure it out, detective. I can make no sense of it. No, I must insist you explain yourself. What is it, some sort of deception? A mystical illusion? I must know. I must. I will not rest until I have the truth. It's all above my pay grade, man. Later days. That's not fair. Don't think that detective will be bothering you for a little while. Great stuff. Really great stuff. Really give me plenty of time to make my escape from wrongful conviction. Now, let's talk about your lawnmower. I can make you one, but I'll need the parts. Just lucky for you, a lawnmower is pretty simple. Just need 2 blades, 2 wheels, good sturdy handle, and some sort of metal rod to serve as a stroller. So I gotta go get all the components of a lawnmower, and you do what exactly? Form a few inanimate objects, I gave the lawnmower its get up and go. That's pretty important, wouldn't you agree? Would this work as a handle? That's a baseball bat. I know that, pal. I'm improvising. Well, it's a fine idea. That'll work well. But that bat just not long enough to make a handle. Alright, tell me what I need again. I need 2 wheels, 2 blades, a sturdy handle, and a long metal roller. Well, I gotta figure out where to find all that. I am a wheel guy. It is true that I'm carrying on my board many suitcases of exotic rubber to make new wheels at my factory. It is true in my automated experience, I could probably roll some of that rubber into a little wheel for you, as my mother needed dough. Why would I? Because you're a good guy. You're a good wheel guy. You could never say no to a beautiful girl who needs a fresh rubber wheel. Wrong. It's because you helped my young friend over there. He is coming to work with me, you know. Together we'll do wonderful things with wheels. So, you'll need me a wheel for whatever it is? I've already done it. Can you make me one more? I cannot. That one wheel used up all 19 suitcases of my rubber. Wow, that sounds wasteful. No, when I sell the wheels, it is for a lot of money, so I am not wasting the rubber. Thanks, pal. Alright. I need to find another wheel. Oof! Hey, you guys, can you help me? No. No! And I'm back here again. Do not leave the train. I'd like to, but, rise and shine, dinkus! Hey. Alright, let's see if we can scavenge anything from the car. Take the wheel. Didn't even hurt last time. Okay, that one might have hurt. Sick axe, can I have it? Yeah, how can I get the axe? I think I want the axe. That's how I saw a crow. Ouch. Weird question. Mist and wonder are thick in the wood. A question troubled me not. Are any of your branches long enough to be a handle for a lawnmower? And if there are, can I have one of your branches? Naturally, I have no branches grow. All that grows belongs to the wood. Totally. So is it okay if I have one of its branches? Branches? Questions may not trouble, but Cutter does. Do with the axe? I cannot give any of myself to any girls whilst in the wood. Cutter lurks. I'll see if I can get him to leave. Don't go anywhere. Weird question. You got any branches long enough for it to handle for a lawnmower? Can I have one? I will not. It cannot be done. Tis a great sin to share the wood. Yeah, I've heard that before. It is a perversion. Okay, enough. Oh, no. Can I take some of this guy's wood? Uh-oh. Best of luck with your career. Why do I keep bringing Brock here if there's nothing to do here? Get on with it. Alright, perfect. We're back here. Sick axe. Can I have it? There is no thing unwell in it. It is a healing blade. Right, can I have it? There's only one Connor in the world, girl. It is he who is Christ of sin. I am verily most sinless, good sir. Thou wouldst be a woodcutter, and then any in the wood may be standard, but I decided thee be careful, girl. If the wood looks rescinded, thee finds it, there will be no saving thee. Thou shalt not find me wanting. Bring it on. Oh! Well then. I got you a couple of wheels. Wow, wheel! Did you remember where the thing? The guy over there the one who made it. That's a great man. Mind you that I don't. I don't want you running over him with his lawnmower or anything. Don't get that idea. I didn't have that idea. I have another wheel here. That's a promise. Nothing dearer to me in the world than the wheels and the wheel machines that use them. Nothing dearer? No girlfriend or boyfriend? Of course I love my mother, but romance? No, ma'am. I am married to my work. And if you're married to your work, you don't work a day in your life. Alright, I'll be right back with the parts. Let's go. Time is meat, dork. Hey, can I get the other guy's axe? For purpose. Chopping wood. There are many ways to chop wood to load the kinsman's axe. Beavers, for instance, fell a whole tree with their teeth. I ain't a beaver. Give it a try anyway. He tilts his head back to the sky, closes his eyes, and rests. Guess he's done with you. Thanks for nothing. Aggie knows more than you think. Who's Aggie? I am Aggie. I speak your tongue. Huh. What do you want? I hear you talk with old man. I give you axe if you help Aggie. Aggie needs to fight Cat Empire. If Aggie has better weapon than Empire, he no need axe. Understood? Yeah, I do the same thing with my scarecrow. I'm looking to beat him by getting my hands on his lawnmower to beat his sickle. You just need some advanced technology, right? Slow down. Aggie doesn't not understand those words. But advanced technology, this you get. Those are words you understand. Advanced weapon, advanced technology weapon for Aggie. You, I give axe. I have a telephone. Well, let's do it. What's this? It's a telephonic communication device. Very advanced. Aggie kill Empire with this? I think you can do a lot of damage to history with it. Oh! Very advanced. Good. You have axe. Aggie do not need. Call me Santa. I'll take this pole. It's all... Sure. Okay, I guess that works. Alright, Scarecrow, come on. Bring it on, let's go. Strange hat, strange guy. Eat cat, help. Oh no! Ow. Okay, I've got an axe. I'm making far better success at this than I expected. You ain't humoring me, are you? You can make a lawnmower. Wouldn't say I could if I couldn't. I'm not a card dunce, contrary to what you might have heard. Anyway, I got a pole. Does it roll well for you is the question. A vehicle is like a steak mix. No way to make it. Just gotta be made the way you want it. Aren't steaks supposed to be best cooked rare? Too wet! I agree. Is this paste gonna make my lawnmower too wet? No, just right. Alright, what do I need again? You've got the wheels, you need one blade, you need a sturdy handle, you've already got the long metal roller. Okay, so we need another blade, and I think I know where that other blade is. Where's the roller, though? Ow! Can I take the tape? Need to get back to the video store anyway. Still need to rewind it. Uh-oh. Hit me! Hit me! Bullseye. Woo! I need to go to one spot. Come on. Come on. Can you get one of those branches? There's no correct punishment mute, is there? How about my branch? The tree hands him a branch. Goes speaking not a word of what happened, or there'll be new murder in the wood. Doesn't bother me, pal. I get murdered every 10 to 20 seconds. Speaking not of ideal. Alright, give me that other axe. It's yours to do as you please. Uh-oh. Oof! I just need the roller now, I think. But where do I find that? Is it this tape? I got this blade, right? No mistake about it. What is that? A trained fire axe? More of a purifying blade carried by woodsmen against sinners. That was my next guess. Will this be a good handle? Is it? That's what I'm asking you. I'm being rhetorical. Yes, it'll make a fine handle, alright. I just need to chop it up and bring it back together in the right shape. If the branch starts screaming, don't worry. I've got good news for you. Is it about my lawnmower? You mean this lawnmower? Wow, that was fast. It's a simple machine. Shouldn't take anyone more than a few seconds to build a lawnmower. Only there's a problem. What? Hardest thing. All the pieces there. It should work, but it's like, if I didn't know better, I'd say the machine doesn't want to run. How is that possible? Can't say, miss. I'm a humble engineer. I can build the machines, but this is getting into the question of whether machines have souls. I don't know how to get a machine to believe in itself. I don't know who could do a thing like that. Well, thanks for some things, I guess. Alright, so now we need to get this... a soul. Any idea how to make a lawnmower work when it doesn't want to? Is your lawnmower in a union? But for real, though. Alright, goodbye. Who slash lull me? While walking well in the woods now, child. Not tally in the woods day to day. You are silent. Uh-oh. Ooh. Can we take a look at that raven? Nope. The big crow is dead. Ow. Ouch. How do I inspire a machine? A machine, my goodness! Why, I would not know much of the subject, for I am sure. For I am trafficked in antiquated mechanisms, clocks, and a push, automata. I certainly would not know anything of advanced technology and inventions. Can a machine have a soul? Nay, for on this fine earth all is exactly as it appears. Now, if you wish to make a purchase, I must return to my thoroughly unrelated to curses and magic paperwork. There's a scarecrow trying to kill me. Why would that... Okay. Over here, pal. So, how does I inspire this lawnmower? Jerk face! I don't know why we call lawnmower doesn't work. Mechanically, it's what we call a piece of resistance, but it doesn't really seem to have a spirit to work, and that's a very dangerous thing for me to be saying as an engineer. Raises a lot of questions. Good luck with that. How do I put some spirit into my lawnmower? Gotta find some new location. I have a lawnmower that doesn't work. Can you help with that? Doesn't work? No such thing. Won't work. Maybe it's just like the rest of those days. Maybe it's tired. Maybe it's had a hard day. Maybe it's like going back to bed. Well, I'm not standing here in the pouring rain so I can go to bed. I came out here to win the damn baseball game. Give that thing here. Coach rips the lawnmower out of your hands and screams into the blades. You're wet. You're tired. You can't help. I can't help you with that. We can't control that. We can only control one damn thing in our lives. You understand? One thing. So tell me, are you or are you not a baseball player? Yes, coach. Oh my gosh. Now get out there and play. Yes, coach. Ouch. This is the last damn time. Hey, it's over for you, goon. I want to make myself a lawnmower that beats your sickle. You speak of sticks and stones, tools only. There will always be a shadow, Crapman Getty, and thus you will never be safe from me. My name's Ashley, dingus. Now, I need to know one thing. Where's Nick? Oh. Nick, what the hell? There's nothing personal, Ash. No, it seems plenty personal to me. I ain't you. It's this guy you gotta kill. Crapman. Why? Don't have a choice. Something that goes way back. Got a debt to the shadow. How long has this been going on? I figure since time immemorial. Time immemorial? Immemorial, but I think they mean the same thing. Hell, I don't know what either of you, one of them mean, if I'm honest. Now, I know it's awkward and all, but if you mind if I slash you one more time? I think this one's gotta be it. Mow your boyfriend. Oh. A long and confusing vision with several words and concepts you don't understand. You leave the machine, not a little less sure of yourself, but pleased and nonetheless, the sickle's curse has been destroyed. Package came in for you while you were in there, Crapman. Oh! Deals your mysticality! 6 bleeding damage and causes 5 bleeding. Is there a return address? It just says, I'll see you in 66 years. Never heard of it. Maybe it's in Utah. Okay, sweet. I got a lawnmower from the future. I will probably not use this. Or maybe I can? I should probably do something about this duck call. I like the duck call, but it's cursed. Want to get rid of the haunting? That's a different mission. Okay, we can just... What is going on here? We're going to war? The time has come. Ah! You examine your haunted duck call. It's still haunted, but it seems to have been suffused by the power of that mysterious duck you quacked right out of your curse construct. The curse has been vanquished, though you've gained no love for duck kind. So, what did this do for me? I'm gonna recurse it. Wanna buy a brownie hat? Why would I need a why would a brownie need a hat? I guess I could see putting a little beret on a croissant, but no, not the kind of eating brownies. You know, little elf guys with fairy tales. You know, the ones that fix shoes and sleep with your wife. What kind of fairy tales are you reading? Real old ones. I'm very confused. I mean, just assuming they're brownies. Little elf-looking guys anyway. They build little villages in hollow trees and stuff. I found an abandoned one the other day and looted a bunch of hats from it. Wanna buy one? Only 99 me. All proceeds go to charity. What charity? Me! Now can I see the hats? Sure, have a look. Puckwitch hat, unfashionable, muscle and mysticality, purple Puckwitch hat, muscle and boxy, green Puckwitch hat. Can pretend to be stealing fireplaces. Wait. I'm good with my current hat, but thanks. Actually, wait. I could get some profit from the thingy-mabobber. Buy the green one. Yep, I've recursed it. Like nothing ever happened. Adds bonus damage. So if I put my lawnmower here. One. Heal. Beamed up, sharpened, hefty lawnmower. Hee. Look at this big old lawnmower. Okay, we still have the Ford compound. What's wrong, little girl? The Puckwitch just stole my dollhouse furniture. The what now? The mean little elves, like from fairy tales? Oh god, not more fairies. Look, they even painted a rude middle finger on the living room wall! Oof. I don't think that's a middle finger, kiddo. Where do these things come from? There's a vacant lot with a lot of bushes and stuff that Granny said to stay away from. I think they hide there. Are you gonna stomp on them? Stop on some for me, please. Alright, let's go. Let's go beat up the Puckwitches. Miniature firehouse. You hear some Puckwitches milling about inside. Miniature jewelry store. Looks like it's closed. Oops. Puckwitch hustle for a place of healing and hurting. A high-rise Puckwitch apartment. You could easily rile a few of them up if you banged on some windows. High temperature and architecture? You'd say this is an ice house. It's full of big, plump, chilled grubs. Through the skylight, you can see Puckwitch massage therapists hard at work. This bears must be where the Pug Witches kept their little army. Close this. Alright. Let's do some lawn mowing. I could kill a man. What ring am I wearing right now? Oh, that's a lot of bleed. And now I'm probably hosed. Oh no. Whee! Use another item. I can use a bunch of items. Yeah! The standing army is now lying down. Poison attack, apply 3 poison. Open attacks, apply 3 poison. Feels good. Alright, let's see here. Place my rat. Clarence, no. Poison the party. Poison the party. They're all gonna poison us. How much damage are we gonna do? 21. Include 5 bleeding and 3 poison. Alright, launch the rocket. Whee! Alright, take out that guy. No, I'm a rat! Alright, zap him. Alright, sacks of violence. Hey-ya! And shotgun. Actually, there's a rifle. Massage oil. Increase your muscle and your maximum AP by 2. Regenerate 2 HP per round. Good, good. Fire, burn, on fire. If I can kill one of the sorcerers, I can probably kill the other one if I find something that does 10 damage. I am too powerful. Oops, wait. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright. Get out. Just get out. Hi. There aren't that many guys here. Puckwitch intends to shoot Clarence in the knee with an arrow. Ignoring the arrow in the knee gag, Clarence doesn't have any knees. Whee! Oh no. Simone, that don't look good. There's quite a nasty wound. You evicted a family of Puckwitches. They probably weren't even related. Alright. Last guys. Puckwitch Restore. Tends to damage for 5 physical damage, reducing stats. Oh no. This Simone. The sewers look dangerous. Beans. You get out. Whee! Uh-oh. Simone? Careful. Careful, Simone. Oh no. Oh no, Clarence! Usable once per fight. I've already used Quack. Get rid of you. Simone! No! Simone! No, I'm a rat! Why would you do that? Rubbed out the Monsieur Menace. Alright. Alright. And now it's just infinite puck widgets, I think, from the apartment building. Pay up, Hellstone, who don't work. I didn't summon you. You think of someone else. No excuses. Pay up, or we'll beat you up and add to your bail. Banish. Oh, hey there, little hobo man. Mind helping me with these guys? Let's go. Hey, yeah. Oh. Please leave my poor rat alone. Hobo Clobber. Clobber for 21 damage. Set the devil on fire. It's not resistant to fire, funnily enough. My rat! Oh, that does it. Time to die! That'll teach them a lesson about demanding fair compensation for their labor. Wait, no, that's not a good lesson. Keep it up. Alright, so these beans. Find someone who knows about beans and ask them how to deal with this. Where do I find someone who knows about beans? Oh yeah, I have to go back to Rufus. These textbooks have to be used for something, right? You know anything about beam magic? Oh sure, it was popular out north a few years back, but then they discovered a certain frequency of sound made it stop working entirely, so nobody really uses it anymore. Huh. I don't suppose you have the kind of weird science device that generates a frequency, do you? It just so happens I have a plastic whistle that they gave away in cereal boxes a few years ago that generates exactly that one tone. I think I may have it lying around here somewhere. Ah, here you go. 5700 hertz. The frequency at which beams stop working. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. What's the last errand? I need someone to contact, connect an antenna, and some other stuff to this fishman pearl. But a regular antenna won't work. I need one that's magical. I don't like saying magical, but we'll go with it for brevity's sake. What I need is an antenna or a steel thing 5 or 6 feet long that I can use as an antenna. It has to be from somewhere with a lot of local resident magic, or a place magical creatures live, somewhere like that. Please tell me you have more to go on than that. Don't worry, I know you're busy. I did some research. I know exactly the place. In Gray County, there's a weird little town full of weird little elf guys called puck witches. Oh, great! Find an antenna or something antenna-like. Come back and I'll tell you the next step. Okay, so I gotta go back to the puck witch village I was just at. Oh no, not the cows. I need to get rid of whatever bad effect is preventing me from doing what I want to do all the time. Of course, they're resistant to spooky damage. Wow, this is fantastic. This is why I liked my corn on the cob. This is not good. It's a good thing I have high spooky armor. She doesn't, though. Get lost! Oh! They have an icy cow gaze. Grit teeth. And prepare for some pummeling. Ouch. Ouch. One cow down. and I can just heal myself again. Away with ye cows! Away with ye! I'd say you turned those cows to jerky, but they were jerks already. You don't see any antennas in the building, but this fire escape ladder has basic qualities that Rufus asked for. You haul right to the ladder off the fire escape. Have fun with that, little jerks. And now if we go back to the Ford compound, the house on the corner has abandoned its front garden and squalor. It's a disgraceful vision. Flowers give up and die. Tomatoes roll down the road into traffic. Carrots grow in reverse until they pop out of existence. Tend to the garden. You spend a hot afternoon fixing the garden until the owner comes home and chases you down the street with a saucepan. As you look back far from down the road, the carrots now grow as tall as the house. Yay! I think I did it good. Spell the beans. The beanstorm goes poof in an instant. Maybe the screwdriver under this rug? Soda machine? Darn. One of these pillows? And inside this disgusting dirty boots? Under one of these matches? And somewhere among this junk on the messy table? In the sink? Nope. Nope. Hoboglyphs! Foot Locker combo 02496. Hat's Lucky Satchel. Oh, that reminds me. You deliver to your past self. Destroying authority with music. Drum will also increase your moxie by 3. Alright, I'm switching back to the corn on the cob. Aha! Jenkins head screwdriver. Now, let's go. Remove the door. We're going to screw the hinges and pull out the door out of its frame. A truly unexpected number of employees flood out of the break room and run away. One of them waves and gives you a thumbs up on his way out of the building. The room smells about how you expect after a bunch of people have been trapped for days with nothing to eat but beans, so you pop the door back up over the entryway as a sort of cork. Cool. Beans. Beans, beans, beans. Alright, cool. I don't think there's anything else here. So let's head back to Rufus. Take that gel. Hey, Rufus. Found an antenna. Well, more or less. Like, a thing that's more or less like an antenna. An actual antenna was probably too much to hope for. But this ought to do the trick pretty well. Thanks. Is that all I needed? You needed? Nope. See, I can't just solder this onto the pearl because it's a pearl. Soldering doesn't work like that. How about glue? That's what I'm thinking. It has to be glue with some specific technical properties. I won't bore you with the specifications. You remind me of my brother in a couple of ways. Anyway, do you know about the burbling ooze? First time I went to college, I had a roommate who got penicillin shots for that. No, I'm talking about a weird tar pit in Gray County. Oh yeah, I know of the place. This is gonna be gross, isn't it? I need a handful of slime from the ooze's core, and it has to be a handful, not a bucket. Science is gross sometimes. Okay, let's go back to Gray County. Harness the lightning. A dozen eyes wink and 2 mouths make kisses at you from within the squirming corpulent blob of crude oil. This is very rude of the blob, and it likely only feels comfortable in doing so because it is protected by a circle of electrified shale spires. Anything can attract the lightning if the tallest and pointiest thing in the area. Drawing upon their deep command of your arcane, you jump upon and make a steeple above your head with your fingers. The lightning abandons the spires and nestles in your bones. Not feeling so big and strong anymore, the blob bows an apology and shuffles away. I love it! Get some ooze, hot and sleaze armor. How much do I have? I have almost no sleaze armor, but I have some books to alleviate that. That's Kellerite. It ain't the cream! Revolting. You chose off-color jokes. What were those other ones, then? Continue to plumb the file repository. Jokes are so filthy, they cannot even be paraphrased without giving great offense. Okay, so what am I at now? I just need one more of each. Just put on some pants. Get some ooze. Slowly, partly due to the slime's viscosity, and partly so you don't make it angry, you wade out into the middle of the ooze. Then you stick your hand down into it with a glorp sound. Your skin tingles, and you get a faint sense of deja vu that you can't put your finger on. You pull your hand out, bearing a handful of stuff, exactly like the rubbery, glistening black slime that collects in the bathroom sink drains from bacteria feasting on soap scum, toothpaste spit, and decomposing hair. If you don't know the stuff I mean, consider yourself lucky. Alright, back to Rufus. Again. Hey, fellas, how's it going? That good, huh? Into the manhole. Make a break at the other end of the alley, holding your breath to jump into this foul cloud of steam. The fishermen are unfazed by the smell, but they're surprised at your actions, and the fact that one of them falls down the manhole gives you enough of a head start that you manage to make your escape. Now you just need a way to escape the rotting sewer smell clinging to your clothes and hair and skin. Hello again. Take it, please. This is unpleasant. You need to keep for the next part. This is the last thing, I promise. There's a strange well in Gray County. An old-fashioned wishing well. Except when you put something in it, it starts with the letter H, it comes back change. I've seen that. Wait, is that why it had to be a handful? Just because of the letter H? That's so dumb! Who could have used, hamper, haversack? I don't need that much. You're also going to need some intense stench resistance to carry the stuff back here. It's going to smell real bad. How much? I don't know. About 11? 11 sounds about right. Alright, I can probably swing that. Good luck! Don't get any in your mouth or eyes, or anywhere, really. Elemental resistance. Stench. Yeah, just put this on. That's not what I was expecting. Hold on. I wanted the one that actually appears on my character. That does not. There it is. Crap. Smell of booze. There's a greater smell than whatever it is I'm going to be carrying around for a minute. A hot minute or 3. Back to Gray County. No one's going to like this. An ominous crack in the sky, and in the space of a single charged second, the wide farm road is drenched in fast-falling rain that bites the bone. It's farm rain, alright. Cold and ice and twice as nasty. The long, level plains of the county offer no shelter, except perhaps for a lone house you spy off in the distance, perhaps half a mile to the east. Paint defense. The only farmhouse appears to be settled farmstead in the area. Must be lonely with no neighbors to meet or sugar to borrow. Those without neighbors know they can't go 5 minutes without asking each other for a cup of sugar. It's one of those things they do. Who's there? I'm just passing through. I can't hear you over the rain. Let's go in. Sorry for the intrusion, sir. The old farmer is tanned and calloused all over from either a lifetime of farm work or fall in the vat at the leather factory. Look at you! You must be soaked to the bone from the rain! Quick, must make yourself warm. There's hot spaghetti on the stoves and towels in my wardrobes. Oh, what a generous offer. I can't accept this offer, spaghetti and towel. You insist you stay. While you're under this roof, you are my guest and must make sure you are in good health and comfort. Alright, I do like spaghetti. You're welcome here, stranger, to share in my food and warmth, but I have one rule you must abide. Okay? You must not look at my daughter. Oh, I've been down this road before. You must not look at my daughter. Alright, I heard you. I'm not looking at your daughter. She's standing right behind me, isn't she? I'm just gonna not turn back. Spaghetti's on the stove. Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna take the bottle. Alright, I'll just gonna take the spaghetti. Strand of spaghetti. Increase your muscle and cold armor by 5. The bony frame of your daughter's farmer's daughter twitches in your peripheral. Do not look at her. Don't look at her. It's not clear if you're allowed to look at a picture of the farmer's daughter and her relatives. Here's farmer's daughter. Open it. Daughter's formwear. Silently, the doors yawn apart, revealing a wardrobe consisting largely of ribbons. Seems impractical for life on a farm, and so does the oil sat atop of the farmwear, clearly out of the girl's reach. Need help with the lamp? Against the constant pair of the rain of the roof, you hear the squelch of her blinking eyes. It's pretty high up. I'll light the lamp. Turning the burner raises the wick into the clouded chimney. The lamp doesn't ignite. Must be out of oil. Open the lamp. Why, that explains why the darn thing won't light. There's no wick in the lamp at all, but a thick iron key. You know there's a key in here? She's breathing down your neck. Is it the key to your heart? I'm kidding. A hair, not yours, brushes your skin. I don't mean it to be appropriate. Okay, great. What's with the ribbons? Only the vague sense of the change in energy in the air. I'm gonna move on. What is this woman thinking, watching you inspect her bed? I have a bed too. Not here. Don't look back. I'm not going to use a toilet with the farmer's daughter behind you, so splash some water in your face. Glad to get rid of that. Lukewarm water. Dudley's back to the foyer. Remarkable bust of Michelangelo's David, severed from the neck to down to avoid causing public offense. It offends me still. I'm not gonna knock it over. The door is protected by a dual lock system. 2 locks. Uh-oh. I'm in a dead end. Maybe you should go inside any more houses? Things ended badly for the house. Whoop! I screwed up. I'm sorry, Borge. Throw something in the well. Handful of oil. Booze. Glob of burning pitch. This wad of tar burns the fires of hell, which is different from normal fire in that it literally hates you, rather than just being coincidentally ouchy. It smells terrible. Tried for the satchel, but misses and lands in the ground instead. Like you for the satchel, not so much for you. Alright, back to campus. I've got the flamingo. Do you find yourself in need of a fuse? You start to lie. When you open your mouth, a fuse falls out. He narrows your eyes at you and walks away. The fuse falls out of my mouth? Here's the fire glob. You notice Rufus has plugged his nose with what looks like cement. Excellent.
Excellent. Once I refine this a little, it'll make the perfect magical glow to assemble my device. The face tracking on my phone doesn't work anymore while I have my hand over my face to plug the nose so I can accurately do this impression.
Is that all you need?
Sure is, and I can't thank you enough for all your help. I don't know if this is going to work, but I definitely wouldn't have gotten this far without you.
Don't mention it, Rufus. Good luck finding your brother. Alright, I think we're done here. Time to pick a tenant for the last vacant storefront. The first applicant is Ye Old Chemiker, some SIT science lady who wants to sell potions. Second is Trunches and Bludgeons. Fellow is really excited about weaponry. Third is Rodkin's Fine Jewelry. Jewelry store could really class up old Plunkett Street. Potion store would be useful. I'll get him moved in, and that's the last of the available spots. Thanks, Charles. Set Flemberg's tiny workshop on your desk. You look around for somewhere to place a doll-sized chemistry set. You put the music box on your torchlight shelf, frightening all the other torchlights. Wind up the music box. Haunted! Farm stuff was wild, huh? Let's get some sleep now. This is not the best time to be dreaming, I think. Good thing your bed isn't like this in the waking world. Did Freddy Krueger take my stuff? There's no territory here, there's no map. Okay, Freddy doesn't have my stuff. Your grade school lunch gentleman is levitating behind this counter. He glares at you like he did in real life. See what's for lunch today? Brown Yeti eyes! Crushed mummy stomachs! Pan-fried bat noses! Vegan Bigfoot livers! Oh, British Sasquatch hearts! Gross, stir-fried Bigfoot fingers! Creamed ghost noses! Brown spider eyes! It's... okay. Oh, that's a clock. Clock with time is running out. The symbolism here is anyone's guess. English, please? Sumimasen? Terrace is agitated about being in this stream. A chicken. Dream you must be more scared of chickens than real life you. Okay, now that's a little scary. Nice work, Brain. Hi, you. Me! Get the hell out, I'm busy. Wait, are you the real you talking to me in my dream, or am I making up a dream version of you? I don't have time for this vaudeville act. Scram! What a scrouch. Alright, I'm leaving, I just wanted to have good talk, but nope. Is there nothing else of value here? Alright, I guess this just happens. Time to go wake up now. It's raining outside. You hear that? Very fisticuffs. As you leave the room, you notice a letter opener stubbed into the door. with a pinted sheet paper onto it. Hey, Jessica, what's this document knifed to my door? I didn't look. Figured it wasn't any of my business. You didn't see anybody come into this room and try to murder my bedroom door with a letter opener? I was busy. Letter opener. Of all common household objects, the letter opener has the largest gulf between sinister and looks and how mind-numbingly boring it is intended to use. Income tax past due notice. You found this ominous document stabbed to the door of your room. Uh-oh. Dear Crackman Getty, a recent audit of your last tax return shows that you have an outstanding payment due of 13. Meet. Please settle the balance owed at your earliest convenience. Otherwise, penalties of interest will be assessed at a rate that most people find very surprising and will continue to be assessed repeatedly at short intervals. Taxes? To the shadow government? Is that a joke? Even when the government is corrupted by shadows and mostly spends your tax money on evil, you still have to pay taxes. Even evil potholes need to get fixed. I only owe 13 meat. Well, meat's meat. Where do I go to pay this? IRS office in Government Valley. Where's that? Down the coast a ways. It was the nexus of all things red tape related before things started getting weird. People don't go there much anymore, unless they absolutely have to. Like you do. Yeah, to fix this bureaucratic nonsense, that is almost certainly a trap. Definitely a trap. But you have to go anyway, and that isn't the only reason why. Oh, you found another artifact, huh? Kind of. What do you mean, kind of? It wasn't there yesterday, and it's too, I don't know, big, powerful, strange, to just be a regular artifact. It pegged the dial on the detectatron. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Yeah. So how do I get there? I've got a map here somewhere. Wait, what? A map? A real map? Or just another one of the fast array of non-map things you keep referring to as maps? She glares at you and shows an honest to goodness according to Hoyle's map in your hand. Wow, Jessica! This is a real map! This is a real breakthrough for you! Okay. I don't have any cold armor. Hold on a second. Hey Jessica, wanna play? How do you like this apple? Beginner's luck. The rook's toilet trick. The snowman's queen's technique. Sun was in my eyes. Ghost king riposte. Ho, ho, ho. The rook's lingerie defense. Nice moves. Moves a knight and capture one of your knights. The ghost queen attack. Oh, what? Not another one of my pawns. Time for the burning bishop ploy. Bah! Checkmate! Nicely done. I got an achievement. And that was it. Hooray. Give me my grub back. Well, maybe I should use the fine china helmet. Adds 3 spell damage to a hat. Clammy, creepy, giant maggot. Oh, you can only add 1 hat band to it. Tape that bad boy up. Taped up, clammy, creepy, giant maggot. Oh, rain's wonderful. Let's go see the new store that we opened up. Texas Instruments, Yo Chemistry. Is your shop? Certainly is. Name's Janice. Janice Chemiker. Did you just move in? Why is it all blown up in here? I always say it isn't real chemistry if you don't blow everything up and catch your hair on fire the first couple times, so I like to get it out of the way early. What have you got for sale? Increases damage of your ranged weapon, meat drops, melee weapon, magical weapon. Miscellaneous chemicals. Noble elixir. Time was only the wealthiest of kings could afford this concoction. Now it's gotten cheaper to manufacture, so it's within the reach of merely super wealthy. Synthetic fluid mimics only parts of the blood that are thinner than water. A blend of chemicals that can react to anything. Kind of like a tabloid journalist, am I right? Wonder what happens if I throw this into the well. Let's try this again. Ow. You fantasize about what it would be to have a job instead of a freelance uncursed. Okay. I'm pulling it open. No door comes loose, but a die so triggers the bank alarm. Whoops. Is there anything else to do here, or did I just mess up? Well... Oh yeah, was there any messages for me? Should have checked before I left. Nope. Alright. Government Valley. The finale. Sinister enough for government work. Well, this is hostile architecture if I've ever seen it. That's a red. Water filtration rubble and burnt out buildings? For once I have a map. Why is it so terrible here? Federal prison. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff here. Okay, where do I need to go? Go to the IRS office in the Government Valley. Okay. Where's the IRS? Army recruitment, federal prison, IRS central office. You approach a bombed out street corner, stumble across it, a 20-foot likeness of some evil-looking wizard likely named Dark Noel. I should up my mysticality a bit. I should go back. What? So the thing's calling. It's not a normal ring. Maybe an international call? He looks sad. Oh, he's not bothering anybody. This isn't the one. I don't want to talk to him. I understand. I'll burn the telephone then. Wait, what? Okay. Why does this place look like ruins? Trunk of this dead tree is covered in frosty lichen. Frosty flakes! Woo! It's like snow, but a flake form. Can you even imagine? The local branch of the IRS looking pretty run down. You'd think they have plenty of funds to upkeep. Maybe that isn't how it works. I'm going back to the Ocean City for a second. Here's the profits, baby. Give me a drink, bartender. Give me a cherry. Fancy cocktail. Devil in details, devilishly delicious. I order you to close this dialogue box. Oh yeah, we should go check to the boardwalk. We can probably do the challenges that the guys got for us now. Ready for our challenge number 4? I need you to use 3 baseballs to knock over that row of 4 wooden ducks, punch a hole through the sheet of 3/4-inch plywood with your bare fist, and translate a randomly selected page of The Brothers Karamazov from the original Russian. Okay. You carefully weigh one of the baseballs in one hand while stretching a knuckle of the other, scanning the page of Dred's acrylic characters. Then you take a deep breath and make a fist. My heart disagrees, but whatever. I'll drink with you. Wah, wah, wah. I want to brawl! Bravo! Not the usual way that last bit is translated, but I'll take it. And here, I'll give you this in return. Dang it, this is your least favorite kind of monkey. Wind up to inflict bleeding equal to your mysticality, once per fight. Hooray! I am truly impressed. We hardly ever get anyone who can get all the way to level 5 of the game of skills. Are you ready for the next challenge? You've got in the bag. All you have to do is explain the Kopperkin interpretation of the probabilistic nature of quantum wave functions, while climbing down a 10-foot greased rope ladder head first, and sink a baseball 3-throw with this iron shot put. Ready? Okay! You cradle a heavy iron shot at the crook of your arms as you lower yourself down the first rungs of the ladder, carefully hooking your ankles around the rungs. Okay, so, quantum mechanics is basically a set of mathematical equations that can, be used to predict the results of experiments performed at the subatomic level. But it can't predict the outcome definitively, only probabilistically, giving a range of possible outcomes referred to as the wave function. The act of actually performing the experiment, measuring the system in question, collapses the wave function down to a single result. Because, 1 second... Because the act of measurement interacts with the system the way that can't be ignored. Nearly there. One can say that, in a sense, all the potential outcomes existed simultaneously prior to the measurement, and the act of measurement is what caused a single outcome. Reach the ground in a handstand, unhook your ankles, and do a right flip to right yourself. That was a pretty basic explanation, but serviceable. And that was an excellent throw. Alright, you get the brass rings. When you apply on fire, apply 1 extra. Renders you immune to bleeding. Neither of these are made of brass. It's an expression. Hooray! Is that it? Oh man, I was hoping you'd come back. And I'm not just saying that because of Carney who wants to pay people to pay 10 meat to play his game. Only 2 people have ever beaten our 6th challenge, and kid, I think you might be the 3rd. What's the challenge? Crack a short message encoded in military's grade cipher while crushing a cinder block with your forehead and juggling these 3 live cobras. Does it still count if I get bitten? Strictly speaking, yes, but I don't remember it. Recommend it. Okay. How can I raise my muscle and mysticality? The last point. Alright, back to Government Valley. IRS Central Office. Much. You decide to take a deep breath and settle your nerves. Clearly, this is a trap. It's possible that you did underpay your taxes by 13 meat, but to get a notice about that now is too much a coincidence. Terrence Poindexter is up to something. But if you don't step through that door, you'll never find out what. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I've already taken it. Yeah, this is a comforting sight. Paper shredder, here by grace of prolific inventor Abbott Augustus Lowe. Bewildering array of forms. A lot of forms here. None of these mean anything to me. I'll just grab the first one. Clerk is staring off into space. His hands are covered with paper cuts. This lady is staring blankly into space. Her hands are covered in bandages. Clark is fidgeting with a cigarette lighter behind his gently smoking counter. Clark is muttering quietly to himself. Clark is standing patiently behind a thick plane of bulletproof glass. It's one of those horrifying guillotine paper cutters. Oh boy, this is gonna be a long, tedium bureaucracy puzzle, isn't it? I'm here about this overdue tax notice. Nothing to do with me. Who do I need to talk to then? Someone else. Under the terms of notary excuse me, but who do I need to talk to about this overdue tax notice? Please say it's you. Only if I need it notarized. Do I need it notarized? Oh, I'm not qualified to make that determination. Can I help you, sir? I hope so. I got this notice about the mail about overdue taxes. Hold up the glass, please. Alright, it says you need to file the proper form with your payment. I was afraid of that. Blank forms are on the left side of the room. Which form do I need? Oh, it'll be clear from the serial number. Sure. Form I-08. Okay, I grabbed the white one already, I think. Wait, is it? No, that's the one I just grabbed, you idiot. Asking to fold your form. Form starts with I. I'm only in certified forms that start with the letter C. The other folders are off today. Oh, okay. This form hasn't been folded yet. I can only staple form has been folded. Okay, fine. I need a C form. There's no more form. I need a C. C14653. I need to fold this form, please. C. There it is. That checks out. I'll fold it for you now. There you are. And Folded C14653. I need you to staple this, please. Form ends with a number 3. Need a form that ends with an even number. Odd numbered forms don't get stapled. Okay, 146. This is definitely how it works. I'll staple for you now. Folded and stapled. Thank you. Do I need you to sign this form? No, I'm a singer. A singer. No offense, but you're really they're really boring songs. I'm a singer. Singer. I singe forms. Oh, I see. Wait, no, I don't. Why is it necessary? Why is anything necessary? It's what I do here. Can you singe my form? I only singe forms that end with an odd number. Oh, for crying out loud. I have C1. Will that do? There we go. No problem. I'll send it for you now. Yes, I can notarize for you. There'll be 1,000 me. 1,000 me? Are you serious? There are other notarieties in the world. Maybe you can find a cheaper one. Do I want to do this? She's bulletproof glass. Of course. I'm gonna come back later. There's a shredder right here I could have used. Alright, you know what? Actually, I think it's time for me to get lunch and stop for today. We'll figure out this nonsense tomorrow, whenever I play this next time. To those who tuned in, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on Friday when I play a game that is sort of, but not really Minecraft again. Until then!